Joe Brady hired as the head coach of the Buffalo Bills, which I think Debo was just alluding to. Congratulations, Joe Brady, an ascension in the football world from LSU offensive coordinator with Joe Burrow and the boys whenever they win the national championship to the Carolina Panthers with Matt Rule. That ends up not working out. Then goes up to Buffalo, becomes the OC, takes over for real as the OC, and their offense changes. Now Josh Allen becomes an MVP. Now the Buffalo Bills offense is obviously must watch. What will Joe Brady, who now knows the building very well, obviously understands the culture, which I think they appreciate up there, although they haven't been able to win, maybe brings a new mindset to it. He's an offensive coach as opposed to a defensive coach like McDermott. McDermott has withdrawn his name from any head coaching openings for a year. He's probably going to sit it out and see what the coaching cycle looks like next year. But now Joe Brady goes from offensive coordinator to head coach. Obviously, your quarterback was sitting in on meetings. He certainly made it known that he liked Joe Brady, obviously. What are your thoughts on this hiring, D? But I like that the system is not going to change for the offense. I like that the language will remain the same. I like that he has a familiarity with Buffalo, understands what it could be like as a Buffalonian. Other than that, I don't know if he has what it takes to be a head coach. I guess we just kind of find that out right now. That is kind of what we do in real time, Darius.
Absolutely. We'll all see it. And one thing we definitely know is that he has a good relationship with the quarterback. Been there for a long time in different roles. And now he is the head man. So maybe we do see a little bit of change with the offense. They become more of a run-heavy team with the offensive line and with James Cook, who led the league in rushing this past year. And, you know, we saw Josh Allen take the steps of being able to take care of the ball more until it got to the biggest moments. He definitely turned it over. But when you become the head man and now you don't have the defensive head coach, Sean McDermott, or whoever that head coach is over you saying, hey, this is the game plan I want, this is the things I want. Maybe they are a little wide open, maybe they change things up. But the relationship with the head coach and the quarterback, a lot of people saying, hey, don't hire Josh's friend. You know, if you got a good coach, you need a good relationship with the quarterback. We saw it with Jacksonville, Liam Cohen. We've seen it in other places. You need that relationship. They don't need to be best buddies, but they definitely have to have a game plan going into every game, and then hopefully to get to the biggest step that they have to get, which is a Super Bowl championship. And you have an MVP caliber quarterback, so you have that question. You have that box check. Now you got to get that defense in order. You got to make the right hires. We know how important the staff is. But I'm interested to see, man, Joe Brady, he was the hot name off that 2019. We all saw or thought he would be a head coach in the NFL probably 2-3 years after that. It took him a little longer. But I think going through those different roles in the NFL, having some failure in Carolina, it's kind of like we see with the quarterback. You learn things along the way. And now I think I hope this works out because, you know, I want to see Josh Allen win. I want to see Joe Brady be successful. Now, obviously with New England and Miami and all these different teams, and it's to be a great storyline going forward, but I hope this works out.
Yeah, and you talk about Josh Allen, obviously we all did because he's the MVP. I did as well, but don't forget James Cook with Joe Brady calling plays and designing everything went off. He's become one of the top running backs in the league. So Joe Brady, very diverse whenever it comes to the offense. And their offensive line, A.Q. Shipley named him the number one O-line in the business. So Joe Brady on the offensive side has seemingly had a lot of success. Always has a good fade, too. I like any white guy that has a good fade.
Sure.
Okay, I think I would go back. Justin Timberlake always seemingly showed up publicly with a good fade when he wasn't in his perm years. Tim Tebow always had good fade for Caucasoids.
Yeah, Chet Hanks.
Always. Bumba Karat, his fade would certainly come together.
He's not Jamaican. I thought he was Jamaican.
He's got some Jamaican.
White
half.
guy.
I think he's half.
Yeah.
He's an honorary Jamaican.
I don't know if that's true.
That's what the comments would tell us.
Okay, well, obviously, if the comments are accurate, we'll certainly ride with that. Guy's a talent, though. We will say Chet's absolute talent. Kelsey always has great fade. Sure. Joe Brady always has good fade, which is good news.
One of those quarterbacks where it definitely comes through on the TV that you love him, Josh Allen, out there in Buffalo, and now he's got a new head coach. I know you've sat in a ton of production meetings with Josh Allen, I would assume with Joe Brady as well. What's your thoughts on his hire, and what's your thoughts on how Joe Brady will, evolve as a head coach now?
Well, I just heard that right there, so that's interesting. But I was thinking right after, I didn't love them letting Sean McDermott go. I think he's a great football coach, someone who's going to get a great guy. I mean, I think if you're going to make that play, though, this is the only reason that you do that, is because if you have a stud in your building who might get a head coaching job somewhere else, you keep him in-house. And the only way to do that is to hire him as your head coach. Now, I don't necessarily think Sean McDermott takes a backseat to anybody. But what Joe Brady did when he came on, really changed the fortunes of this offense for for the last year and a half. I mean, it's been outstanding. They have a run game. They have the ability to play action. Josh Allen drops back, but he's just looked clean. He played the best football of his career the last year and a half, 2 years. And so to me, it's like, this is the Joe Brady hire. It's a lot of the reason why Sean McDermott might not be there in some ways.
Yeah, because they're wondering, over the last couple of years. And you talked about Josh Allen and being his best and the offense being his best. Remember, as soon as he took over, James Cook. Let James Cook became the thing. It was like literally the entire game. And now he's top runner in the league. Obviously just signed a new deal. Offensive line's good. Josh Allen is good. Are they good, or does Joe Brady help make them better too? Probably. And now he's the head coach. He's in the building. Hiring a staff, though, Tony. That's the whole thing.